South Lake Sidkriken here. I guess what I wanted to do for today's video was I really wanted to go and take a break from the normal gaming videos, and I just want to speak on a couple of things because I feel like for the people who are watching this video or who are taking the time out to watch this video, some people actually really do need to hear this, and I feel like in some way, shape, or form, doesn't matter who you are as a person, you know, whatever it may be, whatever you're going through, at least at some point, you know, I want this to help you out if you view this video. And old or new, whoever sees it, it can make you think a little bit more and, you know, make you think in a different light, I guess to say sometimes too. When it comes to like a lot of different things, and to be completely real with you and to be completely transparent with you, a good example is like all the stuff that's been going on with YouTube, you know, with all like, you know, all these advertisers pulling out and all this crazy stuff. Yes, I understand. It is a very scary thing because for one, for a lot of people, especially for us creators, some of us who are more, I guess to say not extremely yet fully established, but in a sense that are, I guess to say well-known in the sense of the YouTube community, who have really well-known communities as well too. With all the stuff that's going on, you know, all these advertisers that are pulling out, and, you know, everyone's afraid because, you know, for the people that are saying, well, what about me? You know, like I worry about many different things because what if I can't make this a full-time thing? And it's like, look, I understand even for me, and I'm an extremely small channel at the moment. I know right now it's a very scary thing, especially with a lot of the stuff that's going on because YouTube is constantly changing, and I understand that. But when it comes to what you do, the love for what you do, this shouldn't sidetrack you. Of course, it is important. It is very important to be notified of these things, but don't fully focus on them. You have tons and tons and tons of people day in and day out that support so many people, so many awesome creators that are their favorite creators, that they love, that they feel have changed their lives, and they still support them either or way. And I know I could understand that, but that the biggest thing is the influence that you have, the impact. People don't understand that you have a huge impact on other people. You just don't fully see it. And if there's one thing that I know for a fact that makes a huge difference, is that there's only one you. That's it. And that's what makes you fully genuine, is that there's only one you, one person, one Sid. That's it. There's only one person, which is me. And for as long as I am alive, I am healthy, throughout my life, I want to do something. I want to do something big. I want to, in the sense, help people and inspire people to do greater things, to be a greater person. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I've done that with friends. I've done that with family members who have needed help, or just anyone that I've come across. I've helped so many different types of people and try to kind of see their inner power, you know, their inner power to aspire people, the power that you have as an individual to make great things, to create great things, to make beautiful memories, to change the world one step at a time. And as corny as it may sound to all those people who are like, yeah, I've heard this a million times over. Think about it. Seriously, think about it. I wouldn't be doing this for the sake of not only because I love it, but I know that I want to make an impact with this. It's obvious. It's very obvious. And I'm very, very passionate about what I do, as you can hear it from my voice. For the 5 years that I've been doing this, I still haven't stopped. I've thought about stopping numerous amounts of times. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I have thought about stopping completely doing YouTube numerous amounts of times. And that's just being completely true, because everyone has those moments where we understand when people want to work towards something for a long period of time and they're not seeing the results as they used to, or if they're not seeing the results as what they should, a lot of people leave. They completely give up on it. And that's not the whole thing. The idea is, for a lot of people who are usually going through things, a lot of people that are working towards actually doing something and making something that's better of themselves, and they constantly feel like they're not seeing the results, it takes time. It takes time to actually build up on these things. Like I've said numerous amounts of times, and the one thing that I feel is probably like the best quote that I've ever thought in my head is that a bridge can't be built overnight. It has to be built over weeks, months, or even years. And that's just the truth, because when you build a bridge and everyone's taking all the time to build that bridge, they're trying to make sure that bridge is a steady bridge, it's concrete, that it supports itself when it's connecting between one area here to go to the other so that people can safely cross through to get to where they want to go. That's just how it is. For me, I feel like my bridge is still building. I'm still building it, and that's what I'm doing right now, especially when it comes to this whole YouTube thing. I'm just being completely honest. One of the biggest things, especially with us as content creators, is just being real and genuine and transparent with you guys, because we're human. We're just like you. We are another person trying to make their dreams, inspire other people, and do great things for other people as well too. We are not these emotionless robots. And I feel like sometimes a lot of people have misconceptions about YouTubers being like these type of people that are just like not taken seriously. Like, there's so many creators that have made millions off of this. And I know it's not necessarily about the money, but the impact that they have, the impact that we have right now, especially with YouTube, as like the internet is insane. It is absolutely scary at times too, how much of an impact we truly have. And people don't understand that. People don't fully understand that we're growing up in an age where anyone can literally have a full impact on other people through the internet and through video. You don't literally have to be in that exact same place, but people within video can show that and can make you feel as if you're there with them, to relate to them, to understand, and to make those people feel better, to not always have to go through something. And that's one of the realest feelings that anyone could even express on this crazy thing that we call the internet. You know, a lot of people are afraid of showing those feelings when it comes to being a content creator. And there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with you, I'm an emotional person. I'm just saying that right now. I'm an emotional person. That's how I am. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm truly not afraid of that. I'm not afraid to show my emotions, because that shows that I am human. It shows to me that I'm just like you. I experience those same emotions. I experience those same feelings. And that's what makes it more real. That's what makes it more genuine. I don't understand why sometimes people have to feel like they have to hide their emotions as a sort of weakness. You're human. You were born to laugh. You were born to cry. You were born to get angry. You were born to feel all these emotions, because that's what they are. They're emotions. Expression. Emotion. Okay? I know these feelings, a lot of the time, a lot of people go through them and they stick with them. And I understand. But one thing to do is not to fully stick to the emotions that, I guess to say, change you into this person that just absolutely hates everything. And I understand everyone has their dislikes and whatever and whatnot. I can understand that. That's only human. That's being human as well too. Everyone has their likes and dislikes, whatever. There's a certain point where some of the emotions that you end up showing reflect on who you are as a person. And for me, I'm always energetic. I always like being positive. That's just how I am. I don't force positivity on people, because I can understand a lot of people go through things and that's something that they have to see themselves. Understandable. But if there's one thing that I'm going to do as a person that constantly sees people going through certain things, I want to make you feel better in some way. And that's what matters to me, because that's what makes me happy. And I know that sounds like being a people pleaser, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with many things that I have now grown to become as, being me. I've went through so much stuff, it's not even funny, but that is the biggest part of life, is going through a lot of these things and just being like growing and maturing and understanding the many problems that you go through and how to deal with problems and all that stuff. That's what makes us human. That's what makes any content creator human. And before I continue blabbering on with this, what the whole point of this is to understand that, yes, we all go through things. Content creators go through things. Politicians go through things. Celebrities go through things. We're all human. And it doesn't make sense that people would be upset at necessarily us because we show our emotions, that we show that we're emotional people sometimes, that we are human. I don't understand that. And we all go through things, and we go through them to get stronger, to get better at what we do. That's just us. That's life. And that's the realest thing, is that it's life. You go through things. And as many things as I go through, I don't necessarily have to say everything because I know exactly what I have gone through and I don't want to talk about it fully to the extent because most of that stuff is in the past. And with all the stuff that's going on with YouTube, this should not bother a lot of creators. I can understand it does, but it shouldn't. It fully shouldn't. And I know, as crazy as I sound, a lot of people sometimes forget that not only YouTube is about, obviously, understand earning income so that you can, you know, continue doing this and other stuff, but there's different ways to do that. If one way isn't working, go move on to another way. There's Patreon, there's many other different ways of supporting people. That's if you're into that sort of thing. Not everything lasts forever, and I understand that. But a bad day will not last 1,000 years. It's not going to last forever. And it's truly up to you as a person to take how you want every single day of your life to be the way you want it to be. Do you want it to be a day that it's constantly everything's negative or whatever? Or are you going to work on it to actually make it feel like it's a positive day? I know life is not always pretty and everything like that, but that's life. That's just being real. Life isn't always pretty. Life isn't going to be, you're going to get everything that you always want. You have to work sometimes towards that. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I know it's a long, long journey, like I said, when it came to the bridge building, but that bridge is still being built. And that's a long way that I have to make that bridge super sturdy, super stable, and absolutely just awesome to look and just see people cross by. So until then, this is Sidkriken. I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace out.